Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Castell collects. Castell collects. Yeah, he do unboxings and giveaways. Yeah, let's get to watching what he gets today. Yeah, Castell collects.
What is good, guys? Sorry about that. It means absolutely nothing. I did not know the first lyrics to the Sailor Moon song. Yes, I do. Doesn't matter. Either way, let's get into it. All right, so normally I don't really like to pander to certain things, but this time I definitely pandered to it because I really like what they're doing here. Now, if you guys are familiar with the new Power Rangers Reignition line, I think they're doing a great job. Look, all jokes aside, it's a kid's toy, but I think it's great. I don't really care about the flip heads with the bigger bodies and the smaller waists. Could care less about that. I think it looks great, actually. And honestly, the Zords aren't even that bad. Like, this is their new Megazord from Place. And honestly, it's a cheaper plastic, but all in all, it is really freaking cool. And it's massive. This thing is like 17 inches or something like that, 15 inches. Listen, all jokes aside, things like this don't bother me when they give you a lot for what you pay for. So for me, I thought this piece is really cool. But this is what kind of sucks about this hobby. Check this out, because we got a new piece. Yeah, I spent the money and I don't care. So if you ask me, this is a dirty move, but this is the type of dirty move that I like. I see the game you're playing with us. They've got 1,000 Megazords. There's literally like 12 different Megazords from different brands and different companies. And all they did is recreate another one. But this is the game they played, and this is why I'm a little bit upset about it. Now, alongside the blaster and the dagger and, you know, everything else, cool. But this right here is magnificent, because this is what they should have given us first. But they did it because they wanted to see if people were still crazy about Power Rangers. And guess what? We are. They were selling out of all the Zords when they first dropped in Walmart. Then they were selling out all over at Target when they first dropped in there. And now they dropped this bad boy, which is sold everywhere. But here's the annoying part. If you bought all the Zords already, you could have just waited and this came out. But they didn't tell us about it. Look. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you bamboozling sons of guns? I am so ecstatic about this. You know what? This is what I really love about the hobby are cool things like this. They don't give you much extra, but the price point is really awesome. So first and foremost, this particular price point, I believe, is $89.99. And each individual Zord is anywhere between $20 and like $23 when they first came out. And if you were really crazy, you spent like $50 on a pterodactyl and like $50 on the mastodon, because people were just gouging them all over the place because you couldn't get them anywhere. But had any of us known, and maybe you guys didn't know, because I certainly didn't, you could have just waited for this. This thing is sick. Now, it doesn't really come with any extras or anything special. It does come with extra fire blasts for the pterodactyl, triceratops, and saber-toothed tiger, but that's it. There's no other real extras for this. The sword is still not chrome, a little bit of a downside, not thrilled about that. But the box really makes it. And honestly, it really is incredible. My favorite part is hands down the artwork in the back. Look at this. So it stands up, and what does it say? It's 14 inches tall, so that's how much it was, not 17. So 14 inches tall, but look at how cool this is. It's just like the card back figures with all the Rangers on the side like this, the Megazord on it. I think this is so freaking awesome. I personally won't open this, but I think it's a really cool thing to get. And to be honest with you, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at what they're doing. Look, as a guy who's really into toys and collectibles and other things like that, I understand business. I'm a businessman myself, and you got to do things to keep people wanting more. And in this case, they kept me wanting more, and I'm basically a child. But honestly, this whole Reignition line, I don't care what anybody says, it's awesome, and so is this. But what do you guys think? You tell me in the comments below. Like, subscribe, tell me what you think. We'll see you in the next one. It's your good friend, Dia Castell, and this was Castell Collects.